primary care was what I wanted to do from the very beginning. I get bored doing the same thing over and over and over, and I like to meet families and kids, and so family medicine was a perfect fit.
I started at GRMC right out of high school, so I knew that GRMC was not only a great organization to work for, but it also became my home over many years.
My favorite part of family medicine is everything.
You know, a lot of things happen in the whole family, and being able to treat them, as a whole like that is very fulfilling.
So what inspired me to be a primary care physician was the long-term relationships that you build with patients. We take care of patients of all ages, newborns to elderly. Because we treat these patients in all sorts of settings from all ages, we can build long-term relationships with them, see them from the moment they're born to the moment they're adults, and keep taking care of them all their life. So that's really what inspired me to be a primary care doctor.
I was inspired to become a primary care physician because I took a couple jobs, including an EMT in Chicago, which I did emergency services. I also had a bachelor degree in psychology, and I was very interested in mental health. All these different ends led me to primary care because I felt that was the most holistic approach in which I can focus on the body, the spirit, and the mind.
Always knew I wanted to become a primary care provider. I was a nurse for about 10 years before I went to graduate school and got my doctoral degree in nursing to become a nurse practitioner, but I knew from the start I wanted to be in family practice.
I think it's important for people to have a primary care provider because they need someone to organize their care, to communicate with all of these specialists and create one central plan for that person, and I think that's my role, is to be the communication hub.
One of my favorite things about doing family medicine is seeing all the different generations of one family. So we take care of pediatric rashes all the way to grandpa's diabetes.
I was in the emergency room when I was a kid, and now coming back and looking at it, it's grown so much, but it's still kind of home.
I'm a real social person. I love to engage with people, and so medicine gave me that connection between science and taking care of people.
It kind of gives us a better understanding to take care of our patients, not only physically, but emotionally, and really get the whole picture.
The most rewarding part of my role as a family medicine PA is being a partner in the care of my patients, helping them come up with a plan for better living, better health, and seeing them accomplish their goals.
I like to get to know my patients. I like to get to know not only what their medical needs are, but what their family does, where they're from, and other aspects of their life that can influence their health.
When they walk back in for their follow-up and they say, "You did it," I mean, it's so rewarding.
So the thing that I find most rewarding about being a primary care doctor is when the patients recognize and realize the health change in their life.
What I find most rewarding about my job is the experiences and relationships that I develop with my patients, their emotions and how cared for they feel. I want to make sure that when you come into the room, your goals are met, your questions are answered, and you felt well heard.
I get to see kids, I get to see their parents, their grandparents, step families, caregivers, and any sort of blended family that occurs. And that interaction with the family is something that's really special, and I'm really privileged to be a part of.